Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to talk about ICP's price chart. But before that, we are going to at first talk about this very important tweet from Dominic Williams because it has actually two very important points baked in. So he says in this tweet, back in May of 2021, the internet computer wasn't just talking about innovation. No, it actually shipped the world's first production-ready passkey authentication system. That means no password, no phishing risk, way before most people even knew what a passkey was. Now, fast forward to 4.5 years later, and finally Sui just rolled out something very much similar, and Dominic is basically saying, hey, welcome to the party. We have been here since 2021. And yep, I don't think he's actually wrong. ICP fully, in my view, pioneered this. But the bigger part of this tweet is this. He said Internet Identity 2.0 is coming and it is launching alongside Caffeine AI, which is, in case that you are a new viewer, their new AI native app builder. So what is Internet Identity 2.0? You need to think of it as a complete overhaul of ICP's login system, which makes it both simpler for users and also friendlier for developers. Now, here is what's actually changing in this process. Number one, no more identity numbers. In case that you have used ICP before, you know those random numbers you had to remember, right? They are basically gone. That's because web authentication now supports discoverable passkeys, so your device can easily find your login credentials without you really needing to type anything weird. Number two, full passkey adoption. Passkeys aren't just a gimmick. No, they are phishing resistant by design and way more secure than passwords or even seed phrases, and also they are much easier. Number three, Google login as fallback, and this is very important because if you are new to passkeys or just simply want something very familiar, you can sign in with Google, and that means less friction for regular Web2 users stepping into Web3. Now, in terms of the timeline that they are going to roll this out, it seems like that by the first step, we are going to have the launch on a new domain. I think it's actually id.ai. Number two, they are going to have migration tools for current users. In step number three, they're going to have a massive push for developer adoption. And finally, after all this, we are going to witness full integration and retirement of the old system. Now, why does this matter? Because if you want mass adoption, you need to remove the entry barriers. You cannot simply expect the average person to learn cryptography before they even use your application. And why is this such a big deal for ICP? There are many reasons. Number one, let's not forget ICP was way ahead of the curve here. They were doing production passkey authentication back in 2021, and back then most blockchains weren't even thinking about ditching passwords. And right now, other networks like Sui are finally catching up, and when people start copying you in tech, that is, in my view, a very important sign indicating that, yep, congratulations, you have set the standard. Second reason, Internet Identity 2.0 isn't just a security upgrade. No, it's actually a usability upgrade also. Passkey mean you really do not need to be a crypto nerd to log in anymore. And when you make things easier for everyday users and for developers also, the whole ecosystem gets a much bigger growth boost. Also, here is another very important reason for why Internet Identity 2.0 could be a huge deal for ICP. You see, when it comes to the security side of stuff, this is actually a very serious step forward because passkeys are basically phishing proof by design, and that is not just good for individual users, it is also exactly the kind of security enterprises and also institutions require before they even consider touching Web3. But here is the part a lot of people might actually miss in here. You see, this launch is not just happening in isolation. No, Internet Identity 2.0 is dropping at the same exact time as Caffeine AI. And I am telling you right now, this is not a coincidence. No, You see, from what we have seen of Caffeine, it seems like that it is fully built for mass adoption, letting people create AI-powered on-chain apps without really needing to write a single line of code. So think about it. You are about to onboard potentially, hopefully, millions of new non-technical users, and at that exact same moment, you roll out a login system that is absolutely frictionless, secure, and very much familiar. That, in my opinion, is a very smart move. Also, it's very important to understand that this is kind of a strategic move as well. You see, ICP is trying to align the tech, the timing, and the user experience so that when waves of new users hits, there are basically zero barriers stopping them from actually using the platform. And that is the real takeaway here. ICP isn't just improving security or copying Web2 logins. No, they are positioning themselves to be a place where no code meets no password and where decentralized development actually feels very much easy. So yeah, if you are wondering whether this is bullish or not, it's really hard to not look at all this happening in a very bullish way. In my view, every single thing in internet computer at the moment is right on the bullish track. And also when it comes to technical analysis and what is happening in the mid to long term, I don't really care honestly about the short term price action. Every single sign suggests that we are going to have in this coming alt season, which I do think, by the way, that we are going to indeed have an alt season, a magnificent bull run, and our patience will finally be rewarded big time. And I would really like to, when ICP hits, let's say like $50, bring all the comments up when we were all the way back down $3 or $4 and see what they had to say. So overall, this is, in my view, very much positive and also important news for ICP. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening in here. So if you remember the last time that we talked about ICP, I think we were right around this height and I was saying, look, it seems like that maybe the final low is already in. And why was that? Because you see, my field of works is Elliott waves, and if you want to argue that we have hit our final low somewhere around this region, I don't know, let's say maybe this is like a very important support area, then okay, you need to be able to find it off of the lowest low, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. This specific example is called an impulse. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave, wave 3 is simply not allowed to be the smallest wave. And when it comes to the subwaves, in case that you are a regular viewer of the channel, you probably know what I'm about to say. We need to have 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different scenarios. Let's say, I don't know, like a WXY into wave 4 and a BCS rusher into wave 2. Now, here's a very important point. After completing a 5 wave impulsive structure on the upside, if you want to be bullish with much more confidence, you need to see a move down, but that has to be in form of a correction structure, which one very important characteristic of it is being sort of kind of slow and choppy. Now, why is this important? Because let's go on the live chart. Okay, back in the previous video, I said I am absolutely able to identify a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up off of the lowest low about $4.8, which is definitely an optimistic sign. But right around here is not going to be a long opportunity for two very important reasons. Reason number one, we haven't back then still gotten back above this very important level, which the higher band of it is somewhere around, let's say, $5.3. Now, we have sort of kind of done it now, but we are going to talk about that in a minute. Also, the second reason, you see, I said, what are we going to have even the most bullish count is in play, meaning the final low is in, and this is absolutely like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know the answer, a move on the downside. And I said, if in the next phase down we identify the correct subwaves, we can at that point be bullish. And what do we have in here? I'm thinking there's actually a very high chance this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down, and this initial move down is also another 5 wave. So on a higher degree, we probably have the subwaves for a beautiful looking ABC zigzag. And also this seems like sort of kind of a 5 wave on the upside, or maybe we are having actually a series of 1-2s. The point that I'm trying to make is this: I think ICP at the moment is absolutely following the bullish track, and if the low is in, I actually need the current move on the upside in internet computer to accelerate quite a bit. Why is that? Two very important reasons. You see, if we are having an impulse in here, then because in this phase we are just constantly having overlapping of the waves between our pullbacks down, from my POV makes perfect sense to argue that this is going to be maybe like a series of 1-2s. For example, let's say this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up into a larger degree wave 3, correction for 4, another move on the upside into wave 5 to about here, and even that one can be on a higher degree into a wave 3, correction for 4, another move into wave 5. And since right now, at least according to this count, our move up is not over, we can expect an acceleration of this move up, because this brings me to reason number 2. On even some higher degrees, if the bullish count is in play, okay, this is going to be a wave 1, correction for 2, and right now we might be hopefully on our way to complete the subwaves for a very good wave 3 and 4 and 5. And you want to remember, in terms of Elliott waves, wave 3 is usually quite a strong and sharp move on the upside, and this is a very important reason for why I would like to argue, if this is happening, our move up in internet computer has to, very important point, has to accelerate quite a bit very soon. Now, at any given moment, every single analyst should be able to come up with a bullish and also a bearish count at the same time. And so far, we talked about the most bullish possibility, suggesting the low is in. But what about a potential bearish scenario? And well, that suggests we are having just a very simple ABC zigzag, and we're gonna have, in terms of subwaves, 5 wave up into a correction for wave B, maybe ABC, maybe WXY, maybe triangle, maybe even a WXYZ, doesn't really matter honestly, and then another 5 up into C. And if I just go on the live chart, okay, so I think it is now very safe to say this is 5 wave up, this is a correction down, and right now, again, once more I'm gonna say it, I do believe that we are on our way to complete another 5 wave on the upside. So, you know, maybe we're just having a beautiful looking ABC zigzag, and this is the key. This will actually sort of kind of get confirmed when we get a move down from the current point, or I'm going to guess from a bit higher, in order to take this important low down here about $4.95. Why? Because at that point, finding a 5 wave in this whole phase is going to be extremely challenging, to a degree that is going to make me say, you know what, that shouldn't probably be my primary case. And according to my primary scenario at that point, you are going to see me calling for some more downward price action in internet computer. Like, do not get me wrong, when it comes to mid to long term structures, I am 1000% bullish. I cannot stress this enough. I fully believe, if I just go on daily time frame, excuse me, what just happened? Okay, we are having on some higher degrees, starting from the lowest low back in September of 2023, about $2.8, a beautiful clear cut, picture perfect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave with all the subwaves into a wave 1, followed by a very slow and choppy move down into wave 2, probably a WXY in form of a flat and a zigzag. And once more in the midterm, meaning in the next couple of months, we can expect some strong moves on the upside in ICP, meaning a magnificent bull run into wave 3 and 4 and 5. And the short-term price action is not really going to invalidate this beautiful looking scenario, no matter what is going to happen. So overall, we are extremely bullish in the short term. Seems like that we are actually following the bullish track, but in order to continue following the bullish track, this move up has to accelerate very soon. And what you do not want to see is a move down in order to take this low. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ICP's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.